Betty Marie Jennifer was a mother, a sister, an aunt, a friend, and a boss. She was one of the flyest people there were and would do literally anything for those who were close to her. But most of all, she was a wonderful person to be around. So to wrap everything up, coming back from winter break in January, the Greenbelt police came to ODU to come speak to me. Also in March, I realized that Maryland is not considered home to me no more, and it was just so crazy to actually acknowledge that and to accept that. And of course, when I finally do accept that and acknowledge that Maryland is no longer home to me, COVID hits. When COVID happens, of course everything shuts down, so I'm stuck in a place that I don't feel like it's home. I'm uncomfortable in. But also when COVID struck, it had me thinking, what if COVID-19 happened when I was a senior? That could have potentially saved my mom's life. So the thought of that hurt me. Wow, why couldn't this happen when I was a senior? Because my mom wouldn't have went to work that day. My mom would have stayed home. We would have been in the house safe. And the idea of that is so scary and crazy to even think that this is what the world is coming to right now, and the idea to think that one virus could have saved my mom's life. Nevertheless, we made it to May. I did my first year without my mom. Was it hard? Yes, it was extremely hard. But one thing I did learn was you have to take it day by day, honestly. There's nothing I really could say. It's not going to get easier, but you do learn how to cope with it better. That's honestly, if I had to give advice to anybody who has lost a parent, a guardian, or anyone through a tragic event or just unexpectedly, I would honestly say, you just have to realize, honestly, it was whoever's time calling, and God had some plans for you. This may be a roadblock, and it is a roadblock, and it definitely is something, but I got to learn about myself. I got to discover new things about myself. I got to grow as a person. I got to experience so much. And yeah, I definitely would say I've grown from the situation. Do I wish the situations never happened to me? Yes. Do I still imagine this is a dream? Yes. But it has allowed me to mature. It has allowed me to see certain things in a different light. It just opened up my eyes to so much, and it definitely opened up my eyes to really realizing that this life is about you and no one else. So don't put anyone else's needs before you. Don't care about what other people think. People are going to advise you to do this, say that. Don't do this, do that. At the end of the day, you know what's best for you, and you're the only one who can make the best decision for your life. And I realized that throughout this whole year, from the time of me wanting to drop out of school, from family drama to friend drama to this to that, I learned that at the end of the day, it's about you. This year was about me. So people who may have said I was selfish or this or that, or I'm not the only person grieving, but I am. I lost my mom. And at the end of the day, it is about me. This year was trying to figure out what my new life would be, my new normal. My new life without a parent. My new life just me and my brother on our own. And it was crazy. It was rough times. It was hard times. It was times I wanted to give up. But at the end of the day, I think the only thing that kept me pushing and kept me going on was, one, my brother. Just making sure that we succeed in whatever we choose to be. Just making sure that I'm okay and he's okay. He was honestly one of the main persons who kept me moving, and I don't even think he knows that. But yeah, another person was my mom. My mom would have wanted me to continue on with my life. My mom would have loved to see me doing this and do that, but at the same time, she does get to see me because she is looking down on me. At the end of the day, you have to do what's best for you. Don't let anyone tell you this or that, because it's about you. No matter if you're family, friends, co-workers, no matter what, it's about you. And I feel like that is honestly the greatest thing I learned, the best thing I learned. Something that I learned to really start putting myself first, put my needs first, think about what I want to do, what I don't want, what I'm unhappy with, and what I am happy with. And this year definitely allowed me to see that and do that and learn that and figure out how to do that. And I feel like the last thing that I have learned this year would be how numb we are to gun violence, how numb we are to deaths. At this point, someone dies because of a gun, and we're sad for about 1 to 2 days, maybe 3, if it's not someone that you know or someone that hasn't infected your family. But it's crazy to realize how numb we are, how numb our bodies have came because of guns, because of gun violence, because we're so used to hearing on the news a school shooting happened, or this person was murdered, or this, or that, or this. It's just so crazy, and it shouldn't be that way. We should not be numb to gun violence. We should not just have it brushed off of our shoulders or have to do protocols in school because of gun violence or because of mass shootings or because of anything. That's just crazy to what this world has come to. But at the end of the day, one thing I would say is we shouldn't be numb to gun violence at all, because it does hurt people and it does hurt the family or friends who are living, who lost a loved one. And yeah, that has honestly been my first year. I miss my mom unconditionally. I wish I could hear her voice again. All I have now is the memories, the pictures, the videos. But I am glad I took all those videos. I was glad I have all those pictures. I was so glad that she forced us to take all those photos. And I was so happy to annoy her with a camera in her face, because now that's all we have. And just cherish those moments that you have with your loved ones, and cherish the videos and the photos and the memories, and try to create new ones. And I think that is all. Okay, if I could say one last thing to my mom, I would honestly say how grateful I am for everything that you have done for me and my brother, and I've seen all the hard work and all the stress you went through for us to make sure that we had this good lifestyle and this wonderful life. And I'm just grateful for everything you gave us, all the opportunities we had because of your sacrifice, and just everything you've done for us. You honestly were my best friend, and we became best friends towards the end of my high school career. But at the end of the day, I'm going to make you happy. I'm going to try my best to do what I'm good at and try at everything I do, work harder no matter what it is, and make you happy and succeed in this world. I love you, and I miss you incredibly. I love you.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Don't be on the phone.
Goodbye.
Call me when you make it to where you gotta go. And
Goodbye.
put my keys up. You know I love you, okay?
Okay, goodbye.
Diamond, make sure you felt the faster.
Mommy, goodbye. Leave.